For this episode of Beginnings, we present you with a fantasy role-playing hook that we are calling the Cliff Face. This may very well be the most breathtaking view on the entire Terravan continent. Majestic white cliffs stretch for mile upon mile as they eventually melt into the hazy horizon of reds and oranges of the late afternoon sun. In the immediate distance, at the bottom of the cliff, unfolds the great port city of Haroldheim, a bustling center of military might and economic influence that runs along the coast both north and south as far as the eye can see. At the far western end of the city rises the mass of countless ships docked in the shipyards, behind harbor walls that desperately fight to hold back the battering waves of the dark, undulating sea. Were it possible to cast one's gaze far enough across the watery expanse, one would eventually see rising up in the distance the awe-inspiring island of Falandir. Yes, this is the most breathtaking view on the entire Terravan continent. Breathtaking, that is, so long as one's breath is not being taken away. The sickly green hand wrapping around your neck, Samaya, begins to tighten with a powerful torque as your breath becomes increasingly difficult. You cast your eyes downward as you are met with the horrific sight of your feet dangling in the air over the side of the white cliff with nothing but a several hundred-foot drop below you. The hand grasping you leads to the arm of an enormous 9-foot-tall orc who is surrounded by a host of other orcs and whose eyes are burning with rage.
Oh, I'm getting tired of your games, Samaya. Your family has crossed us one too many times. We've lost a good deal of coin because of your mother, and now it is time for us to start collecting our dues.
You feel as the orc Grasnak begins to loosen his grip around your neck, and your heart leaps as you begin slowly to slide out of his grasp and into the deathly void below your dangling feet. And just as you slip from the grasp of Grasnak and begin to freefall, you are once again snatched up by the powerful hand.
Dead, you are worth nothing to us, but perhaps I can find it in my heart to give you one final chance. And then, the next time I meet you, then I will kill you.
And with that, he pulls you from the cliff face and tosses you onto the dusty ground where you are immediately encircled by the other orcs, blades drawn and pointed menacingly down at you.
We have a job. You might say, a smuggling job. We need a delivery to be made to Falandir, a delivery of a key of sorts. But since any journey between Terravan and Falandir is illegal and punishable by death, this would be a perfect job for you. I have already booked a ship, the Widow Weeper. The first mate, Goddard, has rounded up a few others to accompany you. They have their own reasons for following along, I'm sure. Goddard will give you the rest of the details.
There's a slight pause as Grasnak takes a step towards you, getting right up in your face, his rancid breath stinging your eyes.
This is your last chance. You mess this up and you will be dead.
And with that, he strikes you across the head with the hilt of his blade, your knees giving out as you collapse to the ground and your vision begins to fade, the sinister laugh of Grasnak ringing in your ears as everything goes black.